Good morning everyone, or is it good afternoon? Okay, I'm doing this video just to show you, because there's people out there and they don't have the knowledge and they're living in fear of these scum fucking bailiff companies knocking at their door and everything. So I'm living proof that they can't do nothing if you know the game. So I'm a serial do not pay congestion charge, dark charge, anything. Doesn't mean to say when I'm parking and I park and inconvenience people. I don't do that. That's reckless. So here we have the dark. This is the post this morning. This is the dark charge. New penalty charge notices that have come today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those, and we got 6 new congestion charge ULEZ zone tickets. These are all bailiff warrants, CDER, formerly JBW. Okay. Now, when you open these, because there'd be lots of people who've got these letters. All right, and this letter here, in black and white, is out and out lies. And I'm going to take you through it now. So I'm going to read this. Okay, it says, take notice, we may now apply to the county court to obtain the summons and judgment against you should you fail to pay the total amounts due within 7 days of the stated above. In the event of the judgment being obtained, all fixed fees and charges will be payable by you. Proceedings may continue without further notice. You are strongly advised to contact the above office immediately. It may still be possible to make a payment arrangement at this late date. Okay. This is the thing that confuses people all the time, and this is the thing where the living proof of what I do should help you all and settle you down. I can't stand the thought in these times anyway that you've got young families struggling, or anyone for that matter, but struggling in these times, and then you're faced with this, and you think it's all real. Okay, it's not real. They can take you to a court, okay? But if you check it out on the internet for yourself, there's 2 courts in Northampton. The first one is your county court proper, which all boroughs have, all counties have. The other one is formerly called the Traffic Enforcement Centre, now called the County Court Business Centre, okay? So they're talking about county court, okay? You can't go to county court. These are basically council tickets or government funded tickets from local authority type funded organisations like Highways England, Transport for London, and local authorities like that. The reason they can't take you to court is they can't prove you've got a contract. It's as simple as that. It's not traffic law that they're trying to apply to you. It's just straightforward contract law. And because it won't stand up in the county court because you haven't actually signed anything to say that you're going to do business with them, there's nothing they can do, and they can't prove that there's a contract. It's as simple as that. So they're not allowed to waste public money chasing you down through a proper county court with public money for cases that they know they can't win. So that's why the County Court Business Centre or the Traffic Enforcement Centre, which it's expanded on from traffic offences to do other small business debts and stuff like that. They expanded that. That's why that exists. So there's no legal people in that court. It's a court of admin, which is against the Constitution. Okay. And so basically, I want you to lose your fear, right? Because you can't get CCJs for council government funded tickets. You can barely get CCJs for the private ones if you don't fight them. If you do fight them, you'll be fine. All right. So these people living in fear with these letters coming through, don't. Right? They can't do half of it. What they can do, and this is the other thing that you need to understand, the only time they can break in to your house is if you've been foolish enough to let them in or make it easy for them to just walk in peacefully. And then when they've got in, you have then signed what they call a taking control of goods agreement, which is basically a contract. Remember I said to you about signing a contract. Okay, they can't do anything without a contract. You then sign a taking control of goods agreement, and then you break it and you don't pay. Then they can come and drill your locks because you've signed a contract, so you've agreed to it. Okay? So they can't break in for parking tickets unless you've been stupid. Okay? And signed off on a taking control of goods agreement. The reason I get all these is because these are all... I'm into London every day of the week. I'm over the Dartford crossing most days of the week. Okay, we own the land. The local authorities, they manage it for us. Okay, why are we paying again? It's as simple as that. Why are we paying again? That Dartford crossing was built donkeys years ago, and they were going to toll it for 3 to 5 years, whatever it was, and then it's paid for itself. It's paid for itself many times over. I don't pay no more. We own it. Why are we paying for it? Why am I paying to park in a car park that I own? Why are you all paying to park in a car park that you own? Now, I'm set up in a certain way. I notify all the bailiff companies, this is private property. Don't walk onto my property. We're now at a stage, they do come, but they send rookies now because the experienced guys know they ain't getting any money and they ain't going to be towing any vehicles because they've got them all financed up. I always do that anyway. They can't tow anything on finance, so don't believe anything they say. If you've notified the bailiff company that they're not to go on your property and your car's on finance, I'll cut clamps off you, and there's nothing they can do about it. Forget about the criminal damage with the police. You could go down that route, but they've trespassed on your property and you've got the proof of that. I'm at the level now, they turn up on my doorstep, they get walked off, and if they want to resist after that, they get a bucket of water over them. All right, so I'll remove them with force now. No messing around. You don't have to have a conversation with them. Private property is the game changer. So always stick to that. But don't live in fear of these bastards. They're vampire blood suckers, and they've got to be wired a certain way to do what it is that they do. So don't be living in fear of these bastards. They're scumbags, and some of them are watching this video, and I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with you people to be able to do that. Just like there's something wrong with a paedophile. I think you're wired in the same way. I can't work them out either. So leaving that with you people. There's living proof. Don't listen. There's a lot of people going these Facebook places, all this advice, fancy letters this, fancy letters that. They ignore it, most of these people, because they don't know what they're looking at. Okay, and all these people giving out advice, they've just seen it somewhere else. They ain't actually doing it. And there's the difference. They talk a good fight, but they don't ever get in the fight. I do it every day. All right, there's your living proof. Okay, this is what I do. This is how I do it. And once you get to a point, and I've been doing this for years now, it all becomes a really, really big joke because you think, my God, how much stress did they used to put me through years ago? And now I put them through the stress. I cost them money. They're chasing their tail. They're never going to get any money out of me. So don't live in fear anymore. All right? No need to. All these people at home and in this lockdown on furlough and worse. Don't live in fear no more. There's nothing they can do if you know how to play the game. Peace.